And I said I'd do some beautiful words on that song, and I did. And it went to the #1 song above Taylor Swift and Miley Cyrus for almost 6 months.
Over the weekend, there was an event, some generic Republican event, it doesn't even really matter what it is. And Donald Trump's daughter-in-law, Lara Trump, introduced him. And one of the things they did is they celebrated the January 6th criminal rioters, the party of law and order celebrating alleged and convicted criminals. Many of these individuals have already been convicted. If you didn't know this, and by the way, if you didn't know this, I'm jealous of you. I wish I didn't know it. There is a rendition of the United States national anthem voiced by the rioters. Now, they are celebrating the rioters by calling them hostages. Hostages is the word that they are using for the rioters. And in the midst of introducing Donald Trump, Lara Trump had them play the song. This is a sort of treason national anthem. And by the way, I don't know what the rules are with the national anthem. You know how you're not supposed to modify the American flag. So when you see these thin blue line flags and all of these other perversions of the flag, you're actually violating the flag code. They're very patriotic. They respect the flag, except when they pervert it with their various colors and lines and stripes. I don't know if there's something similar with the national anthem, but I like to call this the treason national anthem. They are celebrating the rioters. Yet another one of their principles, law and order, due process, respect authority, respect the courts, respect the justice system. Another one of their principles, which they abandon like that when it's no longer convenient. The treason national anthem.
About a year ago, the J6 choir and my father-in-law, Donald Trump, worked together to release a song that made liberals cry because it was #1 on the Billboard charts.
Does anyone know of a single liberal who cried because of this? If there were any tears, it would be tears for how low the country has sunk with this perversion of a political party.
Called Justice for All, and today I'm going to present him with his Billboard Award with all of you. Would you please help me congratulate him?
Right. And as you see, there is Trump hinging at the waist, as he often does.
I was asked to do that by some great politicians and great friends, and this is, I call them the J6 hostages. They actually sang the song, you've all heard it.
He's celebrating alleged criminals and convicted criminals by saying they are actually the victims.
And I said I'd do some beautiful words on that song, and I did. And it went to the #1 song above Taylor Swift and Miley Cyrus for almost 6 months. And it was an amazing tribute to them. And whenever we play it, I don't know, I'd play it now if you could. Is it possible to play that song right now?
It's the treason national anthem, and Trump is standing there with his hand over his heart and just kind of, hinging back and forth like he often does. Yeah.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
God bless the United States. By the way, how awkward is it that Trump just stands there hinged forward the entire time? Right.
And to the republic for which it stands.
All right. So you get the picture there. So listen, we are going to do a segment about all of the principles that these people ascribe to themselves, but they have actually abandoned completely and totally. Of course, law and order. And as you see that here, defending alleged and convicted criminals, they're for law and order until all of a sudden it's inconvenient for them and inconvenient for Trump. Respect for institutions until those institutions are completely and totally inconvenient for them. debt and deficit. Oh, we've got to keep the debt low and blah, 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 until they get into power and they completely and totally blow up the debt and the deficit. Personal responsibility, until all of a sudden they are attempted to be held responsible for something that they did. So we're going to go through all of this in a segment next week, but no surprise to anybody that we continue to see the defense of alleged and convicted criminals and an attack on the justice system that is prosecuting Trump, while at the same time saying it is the Democrats and the left who are the lawbreakers. And it is the left and the Democrats that ignore due process and law and order. More of the same. It's important to me that any supplement I take is of the highest quality and freshness, and that's why I've been turning to AG1 for years. Unlike other vitamin brands, AG1 conducts relentless testing for purity and potency. It's tested for 950 contaminants and banned substances, while the industry standard is usually to test for only 10. AG1 is NSF certified for sport, one of the most rigorous independent quality and safety certifications out there. And the whole reason I drink AG1 is it just is simple. It simplifies everything. It's a scoop a day. I get my vitamins and my minerals, and that's all I need. And the probiotics in AG1 are something I'm particularly glad is there. So AG1 just replaces the vitamin bottles, the digestive aids, all of the things that you might otherwise be taking individually. It's quicker, it's more cost-effective than buying everything individually. You can go to drinkag1.com/Pacman to get a free year supply of vitamin D and K, plus 5 free AG1 travel packs. The link is down below.